normally pretty locked down. They got security and everything, but we are going to sneak around to the backside where there is a little wooded area. That's going to be a great place to camp. As soon as the car is gone. All right, let's start making our way over here. Now, because I'm in an urban area, I'm just trying to keep the camping gear down to the bare essentials. Perfect. This looks good. Excellent. Just going to make sure the coast is clear here. I'm just going to casually wander in here like I'm out for an evening hike. Okay, now's the time to go. I'm not the first person that's been around here, and there could be somebody else in here right now. I haven't checked this place out at all, but one thing I know is a good place when I see it. I've wandered down a little further, and this is a fantastic little spot. A little marshy, but mosquitoes aren't as bad as I thought they would be down here, considering the stagnant creek out there. Yeah. But no signs of the other fellow over there that's been camped out. And who knows, I might have some company tonight. And I brought an MRE tonight to eat. So, spoil the surprise there. But yeah, there should definitely be somewhere good to camp in here behind the Home Depot. As I'm hiking through here, I'm going to say, I think Home Depot is more responsible for any garbage in here than people out here camping. I'd say that. It's too much for me to clean up, but I'll grab this because I came across this path. If I can't find a couple of good trees to set the hammock up, I may end up using the hammock as a bivvy sack if I can find a level enough spot. But just trying to get a little further away from this mosquito creek, but also equally far away from the truck up there, who seems to be camped out for the night, maybe just dropped off a load or just about to go to the receiving bay at the Home Depot. There's no way I'm getting a hammock between two trees in here. There's just too much bush to clear, and there's nothing stealthy about clearing bush besides somebody that is sitting there in his truck with his window probably rolled down as we speak, on the phone with security for Home Depot maybe. So I'm going to put the backpack down. I've never been thirstier in my life than I am right now, and I know just what to do about that. Just about to set my chair up and have a beer, but I've heard some voices from over there. Somebody's probably wholesomely walking their dog or something, and I don't want to freak them out or nothing like that. Looking good so far. Camel bedding. There we go. Oh, what more do you need in life than this, hey? So I'm gonna crack something cold and refreshing here. I'll move this out of the way so you can see me better. Yes, something cold and refreshing, and try to do it quietly. Aha. Good, 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 good. Oh, that's refreshing. Just what I needed. So I think that trucker up there he's got a full load, and there's another truck in the receiving bay. I think once that one's unloaded, this guy is going to go to the receiving bay, unload, and he should be gone, and we can enjoy this slightly sewagey smelling woods behind the Home Depot in complete privacy and relaxation. I am going to string this camo netting up behind me a little bit because everything's blue on the backpack and stuff. That'll just give me a little bit more privacy and security back here. Vehicle started over there. Whoever those voices were just got in a vehicle and left. So here I am, just waiting for that truck there to get out of here. But hidden behind here, I have plenty to occupy myself with until that time happens. That truck up there is not going anywhere, at least not anytime soon. And I'm going to have to set up shelter because it could rain tonight and there are some mosquitoes. So the best thing I can come up with right now is right in here, down from all that garbage. I'm going to try to clear off a spot, set up the hammock as a bivvy, because if I go any further that way, I'm out onto the Trans-Canada Highway, basically. Can't go any further that way because there is Home Depot right there. Back that way is where the other guy was camping. And across there is where all those people are. I looked at the map. There's like a Dairy Queen over there. So I don't want to go hopping too far across that side because there's a lot more people over there than there are over there. So I'm going to start clearing up some brush here. The old trusty Hennessy hammock. Yeah. I've got the ridgeline set up. It's just high enough that the tarp can hang over and not be hitting my face all night. And of course, I'll be sleeping. The truck is leaving. Now we're talking. That is awesome news. I gotta go up to take a peek and then we'll get back to the hammock thing. Perfect. Okay, now I can actually speak in a regular voice. So what'll happen here is I will get dinner started here pretty quickly because I don't need to be running around with a flashlight out here. 2x4s are about $1 million right now, and they're going to have security patrolling around. And security guards don't like seeing lights in the bushes. So, yeah, perfect. Right. It's going to work just great. I'll get the sleeping bag in there. We'll move the camel over. We'll see what it looks like from the Home Depot parking lot. Then we get into that MRE. set up a hammock as a bivvy before, but if anything just screams stealth, that's it. Shouldn't be able to see a thing. I'm just going to move this over a little more in front of where I am, and everything's going to be all right. Very good. I think I've got shelter accomplished here, and I'll creep around. We're going to see what it looks like. Of course, at this point, I have no backpack on, no beer in my hand. Just could claim to be some lost local out for a stroll in the neighborhood woods behind the Home Depot. And there's conveniently a hole cut out of the fence here, but I'm sure I'm not the first person that has camped here. All right. Now we're talking. I think things are going to be pretty stealthy. Let's see. Good to be out of Mosquitoville there for even just a moment. Kind of walk around out here. It is your normal Home Depot, and you'd never happen to guess, just across the fence, right here, that there's a YouTuber camping out there. Kind of camping, if you can call it camping. So back in we go to the shelter in the woods. That's just brilliant. Nobody's going to see me at all. Time to dig into this. This one's menu number 20 off of the 2016 MREs. Long since expired, but it's okay. I'm a fanatic about fresh bread. I somehow doubt there's fresh baked bread in here. But we're going to examine the contents for the people who have not seen inside of a Canadian thing before, but you probably have. So the start of the show is the entree, and this is the meatballs with gravy. I'd personally be happy if the entire thing was just one big entree, but they get a bunch of other stuff in there. It comes in these little pouches, and you can use a flameless ration here, which we got courtesy of Al Zilla, a local Edmonton musician who is also a military man, and he's a veteran who's hooking up with that. Next big star of the show is dessert. Applesauce. That could be not bad. This is like a clown car. Things are going to keep coming up. This is the part I dread. This is cornbread. Okay, at least it's not wheat bread. So cornbread with meatballs here, that doesn't sound bad at all to me. What? Mashed potatoes. Now we're talking. For that, I do need hot water, which I don't have a stove. That's okay. What else do we got? Strawberry meal replacement. There's a lot of different stuff in here. Moving right along. Of course, Reese's Pieces. Yum. It's good. Ice flavor sports drink. Of course, we've got our peanut butter. Oh, some tea, some orange tea. Yeah, I should have brought the stove with me. Coffee whitener. I'm guessing it's coffee, unless that's for the tea. Raspberry jam. Of course, it's raspberry jam. Pack of matches. If I had a pot, I could boil some water if I wasn't trying to be so darn stealthy. And there is a mixing bag, a beverage bag to mix the powder, and it's got, you know, where you put your sports drink or coffee water up to, so that you don't end up with coffee that will burn your throat. Frank's Red Hot. They are putting everything in here. Moist towelette, package of sugar, not to be outdone, a napkin, any long Blizzard spoon, Dairy Queen style, and crowning thing here is Tic Tacs for after. So quite a lot of stuff, and I wish I could make those mashed potatoes, but I just don't think cold mashed potatoes are going to be all that good. But I may be able to get creative and do this. I don't know if that's safe to you. We'll see how the evening goes. So, meatballs and gravy is going to be the start of this show. Try out one of these. I think these actually might be a little bit cold. I could be eating cold meatball and gravy if they don't turn out that well. But it's got the instructions right on. Shows where to fill the water to. This is kind of all I got with me, is a lot of water. I try not to bring it with me, but we're pretty much on the road now all the time. So there's actually at home, there isn't even anywhere to fill up with drinkable water. So as soon as we get a hotel, that's the first thing we're going to do. Load up on that. Yep. There's no wrong way to do it, right? Water to where it wants. It doesn't need much either. So water goes in. And of course, the hardcore MRE fanatics are going to be all over me for doing this incorrectly. I'm guessing it should be getting warm already. Oh my. Damn it. I'm going to see if this warms up. And if it doesn't, it's on the plan too, because there's a Dairy Queen. I really tried. And while we're on the theme, I have to give a shout out to all the servicemen and women veterans that are making it possible for me to do ridiculous stuff like this. It's a job I wouldn't want, and do appreciate all of your service, especially. I know a lot of troop folks in combat will just eat this cold in about a second and then be on their way. Fortunately, I don't really have to do that, but we did get a tour of a Canadian MRE, or IMPs, as they're calling them. I'll bring my stove next time. That'll be good. Yeah, this is doing nothing whatsoever. It's unfortunate. Not even warm. So these ration heaters clearly have a use-by date on them. This meal can have some. I can join me in the future. Right now, Hungry Steve is going to find something at a nearby store before everything closes. Buy some dinner. You know, I'm sorry, I was really anticipating that I would cook something. Then I thought an MRE would be better. And now I realize there's dates on flameless ration heaters. So I'm just gonna stumble out of the woods here. And there's a parking lot with a lot of stuff here. It's actually a little pub. Now we're talking. Now this is not camping at all. Well, here's my options. Starbucks, closed. Walkbox, closed. Home Depot, closed. And they don't sell food. So there's a little pub here. Probably gonna stroll in there, grab a bite to eat, and then slither back into my hammock on the ground behind Home Depot. Okay, that's exactly what I needed. And we'll have to do an MRE another time. But I got there just in the nick of time because they have restricted hours right now. So that worked out okay. Got a good meal. It's not raining yet, which is good. And I'm gonna slink back into my little spot. Should be a comfortable, cozy night. One thing that has been suggested to me a bunch of times that I'd love to do if it was a little easier is those little sheds they have on display outside of Home Depot or Lowe's or Rona or wherever. But they generally lock them up. I haven't seen any that have been actually open.